Oh my god, did you hear that? It was my shoulder. Day 3. It is Sunday here. Not Mother's Day. That is not Mother's Day here. Fun fact. It's 1:40. For reference, I got to the church at 9:30 and I just got back at 1:40. And church is next door. I'm tired. I'm so tired. I just experienced so much and I'm so emotionally and mentally exhausted from that. So far my body won't let me sleep past 5 a.m. I was gonna do a fit check for you. Got the green shirt, the green skirt. That was my church fit. Yeah, I can't sleep past like 5 a.m. Which, like, my classes start at 8:30, but if I'm living near campus, I don't need to be waking up at 5 a.m. You see my issue? And so I'm like, I'm going to be attempting to wake up in the 6 to 7 range. I just want to sleep an extra hour, please. I'm also, well, the goal was to not take a nap today. The goal was to get out and walk a mile today. The goals are that it's 2 p.m. and I'm utterly exhausted. I still have to figure out what to do for dinner. I am so ready to have the ability to have food in my own space. I don't even know if this kettle over here works for hot water. I don't know whose it is. I don't know if it's mine. I don't know what I'm supposed to do about trash. I have a trash can, but it's this tall. I don't know where I take the trash. I'm falling apart. And I'm falling apart. But, went to church. When Jan and Robert told me about church, they were like, okay, it says 9:30. Think like 10. And I was like, great. But then Jan was like, I show up at 9:30. And then they were like, 9:30 but starts at 10. So my brain is like, I'll leave around 9:30 here to walk over 2 feet that way. Yeah, I don't think we started until like an hour later, which is okay. I'm not complaining about it. I'm just like, I could have spent more time doing anything this morning. Resting because I knew it was potluck Sunday. In my mind, in the recesses of my mind, I was told that there was a baby shower today and I forgot about it until I got there. And they were like, baby shower. And I was like, I now get to experience a Thai baby shower. Let me tell you, it was like the exact same thing as I experienced in America, but in Thai. If I sound really like emotionless, dead, straightforward, factual, no tone other than dead, like, it's because I'm so emotionally exhausted. I just experienced so much at once. Okay, so just bear with me. It's the life we live out here these days. Get to church, chat with Jan. She's giving me the rundown on people as they're coming in. Church is on the 3rd floor. Air conditioned. There's a cool room. We're singing. We sing several songs. They have the like transliteration of the Thai, so I'm getting some ability to, I'm trying to get the hang of it a little bit. I think I figured out the word for God. I will be fact checking this. I was trying to pick up on words that were like similar, because sometimes they had the English words under the transliteration, so that was cool. Then, the rudest thing ever happened. So some of you guys know that last Sunday, my last Sunday in America, was senior send-off Sunday, high school senior send-off Sunday at my church, which means that everything was about sending people off. I was being sent off as well. You know, timing God, big G, his timing is insane, right? Insane. Well, one thing, right, that we did last Sunday was sing Goodness of God. Tears instantly, crying, sobbing in church, actually, because of that song. And then we sing the blessing at the end, which if you know, you know, ACU peeps, don't feel like getting into that right now. All okay. Anyways, we sing the goodness of God. Today, we sing goodness of God. It was in Thai. It was still the same song. I was still fighting back tears. Because what do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? My life laid down, I surrender now, I give you everything. Your goodness is running after, it's running after me. How am I not supposed to cry to that? Impromptu singing session, by the way. There you go, for you guys. I'm insane right now. I don't know if you can tell, but I sleep with things on my bed because I have no side table. You are on the only table I own. There's a water bottle. Usually my Bible's over there, but it was in my church bag. My room's a mess, by the way. I don't know. I'm feeling very incomplete. Very, transit, if you will. Very, living life on the edge, and I'm ready to not be feeling this way, and I know it's gonna be this way for a minute, because it's only, like, day 3. I just need a place to live. Once I get that, it will start to feel better. Even if it's temporary for the summer, to get somewhere else for the rest of the school year. We're okay. We're okay. I'm okay. Anyways, sing goodness of God. Insane. Then it's communion time. I didn't know what was going on because everything's in Thai, and I'm like, and Jan keeps getting up to do things because she's important to the church, so she does things. So I'm sitting there, and luckily this other lady comes up to me, and she goes, oh, we're getting up, and we're going around the communion table. And I was like, okay, great. And so I go up, and we all stand around the communion table, and we, you know, do the things, and pass the trays, and it was great. And then we sit back down, and then it's sermon time, and I literally was talking to Duncan about this morning because I was looking at the list of churches. I didn't know if this service was going to be in Thai or English or what was happening. Well, I knew it was probably going to be in Thai. I didn't know if there was going to be in English anything happening. So I was like looking at the email that was sent to summer students about churches nearby that are international or English speaking or translated or whatever. And one of them said, well, I read a Google comment that said, oh, they had headsets for translation. And I was like, the headset translates? I was confused. Well, I discovered what that actually means because that's what they do over here, which is when there's English speakers, you're given a little box with a headset or like an earpiece, and you put it on your ear, turn it on, and Jan, or someone, it was Jan, is in the bag translating actively the sermon up there, so without being a distraction to anyone else in the room, and you're hearing it in your ear. It was on Revelations 3, 1-6. I'd like to say I paid attention. I was so zoned out because it was so hard to concentrate. I mean, like, you had to concentrate so hard to hear the ear over everything else that was happening, which is fine, but I'm so tired that I could not concentrate on nothing. So I caught a few things. I know that they were talking about, the guy's name is Widget. They were talking about also the guy who's the father of the baby shower that was happening. He was preaching on Revelations 3, 1-6. But he was comparing things about the church that I went to, how it's like kind of gotten smaller, and how we need to be more like comfortable just going out and just like sharing, and how this was happened to be a big Sunday, but we've had a lot of small Sundays and all this stuff, and like sharing out more with the universities and whatnot, and PIAP's right there, but there's like hardly anybody that comes here. And anyways, it was good. I caught enough, I think. If that was the gist that I got, great. And then from there was potluck time. And this is the second Thai church potluck I've ever had, because the last time I was in Chiang Mai, I got a plate and things. And while they were setting it up, I talked to some really random people. I talked to a Kurt missionary who is here. I cannot remember where he said he's from, if I asked. Maybe Texas. Definitely America. He's been here 4 months, anyways. So he's got it a little bit more under his belt than I do currently. But he's got, he's 4 months here. He's been here 4 months, doing the things, all the things, having a great time, grand old time. The things, you know. Chatting with him. I was like, great, cool. Then I met another missionary couple. They're originally from Idaho, spent some time in Texas. Apparently she spent some time in China. Anyways, all work for the same organization. Same organization that apparently Widget and, forgive me, I don't remember her name. Widget's wife name, the pregnant lady, it's baby shower. Anyways, they all work for the same organization, which is cool. Just chatting it up with them. And then I talked to this other guy, and then and then it was food time, and then I got my food, my plate, and I got rice, great, familiar, and things. Couldn't tell you what a single thing was, except that, conveniently enough for me, Robert had made jalapeno poppers. So I ate a jalapeno popper. It was great. Familiar. But not familiar in the way that it's like, because I don't really eat jalapeno poppers, but just familiar in the way that it was like, I recognize what this is and I know what I'm consuming at this moment. It's like rice. I know what I'm consuming. It was all good. It was spicy, but not like too spicy, like it was easily consumable. And then I happened to walk up, when I got my plate, I walked up to Jan, and she was talking to a daughter and father, and I was like chatting with them, and then me and the girl, name's Preem, started talking. She is going to New Zealand in a couple of months, or next month, June or July, one of the J's. She is going to New Zealand, and so then her and I started chatting about, you know, like all sorts of things. She's like basically self-taught English, which is really cool. And I was like, girl, your English is great. And then I later learned that Robert was like, oh no, she only speaks in Thai with me. And I was like, great, well, I only know English, so her and I were chatting up in English. Easy. Anyways, and then, yeah, we were just chatting it up, all about things. And then her and I kind of stuck to each other's side for the baby shower, which was great, because I was like, have you ever been to a baby shower? And she was like, no. And I was like, I don't know if this is like American ones or not. It was, but great. And so then her and I were just chatting it up, and I was like, yeah, it's okay to like be both sad and happy. It's okay to be sad, miss home, and be happy about where you are. It's okay, feel both feelings. I feel all of them right now. Trust. So then, baby shower time, and they're like, oh, we're gonna play a game. But of course they're saying this all in Thai, and I have no idea what's going on. And Premium's over, she's like, we're playing a game. And I was like, great. And he gives the instructions in Thai. And I luckily have played this game before because I recognize what he was saying, which is basically the number game where it's like you try and say, everyone's standing up and you try and say all the numbers at different times and sit down. And if you don't, then you have to restart. But then it was like a game of getting out if you said the same number. The first round they did it in Thai. And I was like, I can't speak Thai. And then they were like, okay, that was our practice round. We'll do it in English from now on since everyone here can speak English numbers. And I was like, bless you. Praise them. There are so many English speakers at this church. It's beautiful. Even if it's not their native language, a lot of them know English. They're very precious people. I already adore them. The one person was like, yeah, if you don't end up going here because you find a better fit somewhere, like, you know, all good, you know, we totally understand. And I was like, precious. But these people are precious already. I hope them. Anyways. So we go in the game and we played in English, and guess who ends up being in the final two? Me and another girl. And they're like, rock, paper, scissors. And I said, great. Rock, paper, scissors. Scissors. She chose paper. I win. I'm like, oh no. Rock, paper, scissors again, because we do best out of three. Scissors, paper, again, I win. I'm like, why did this always happen to me? So I won. Hold on. Mysterious purple bag, but no, it's actually, hold on. Chips. Oh. Chips, barbecue. barbecue Ruffle Lays. I have a bag of chips. So now I'm 2 bags of chip and a plate, basically to my name, here in Thailand, and that's where we're at. And then we continued and we did some stuff that was like, guys, why did I have to win? I don't know these people, why did I have to win? Okay, so then I'm good. I'm great. Fantastic. Anyways, so then baby shower continues. Classic baby shower stuff. Got a sheet of paper that was like, draw the baby, give it a name. I drew the baby, give it a name. I did Junia, and June is a big name. Bible reference. And then on the back it was like a list of questions. English, Thai, English, Thai, English, Thai. It was English and Thai on the whole thing. Love an international church. Love it. So grateful. And it was like the classic, like, who's gonna cry first? Who's gonna take more pictures? Who's gonna do this? Who's gonna do that? This and that. And then they went around. One of them was like, what Bible verse would you use to bless the baby? I couldn't come up with one fast enough, to be so honest with you, because I don't know how to bless a child. I'm not children's ministry at all. I'm okay with children, not children's ministry. So I was like, I don't know. I did Philippians 1:6, and then I randomly opened my Bible and I found a page. And that was like I'm confident that the work that the Lord has begun in you will be brought to completion or whatever. And I was like, this is like, I think they said this was their first baby that was being born into a Christian household in their family. So I kind of figured like, it was per both them and the baby. I don't know. And then they went around, they were like, okay, what did you put for this question and this one? And then they're like, Lydia, what did you put as your Bible verse? And I was like, Philippians 1:6. Anyways, so then I happened. And, yeah. And then we, there were some foods and stuff. It was fun. Got a cookie, like a chocolate crinkle cookie. That was really good. And a Singaporean, like, really dense butter biscuit thing with berries. It seemed really familiar to me, but apparently it's Singaporean. I don't know if I've had it before, but it was good. I don't know what it was. We also had this orange juice Sprite punch thing, I think. Anyways, church lady punch, but Thailand version, I guess. Guys, I'm going through it. I'm so tired. And you would think, wow, Lydia, that, sounds good. Sounds great. 9:30 to 10:30 to 11:30 to 12:30 to 1:30. It was 5 hours in that church today. 5 hours in a brand new setting. I was so pumped up. I was ready. I was like, I got this. I got this in the bag. I'm so good at this. I can do it. I'm great. I really like talking to people. I talk to so many people. And I'm so grateful that they're so welcoming. I talk to so many people. And usually I can bounce back and forth between extroverted and introverted, but when my whole nervous system is out of whack, all over the place, it's like, oh my God, I need a minute, please. And I just came back and then did this video because I needed to get it off my chest. I needed to talk about my day, I needed to do things, I needed to decompress. So I'm getting decompressed to you guys, and this video alone for this church day is almost the length of the entire video I posted yesterday. And the crazy thing is, I was going to make this not its own video. Anyways, I've received good feedback on these videos. You guys like how honest I am. Shout out Macy. Yes. Shout out Duncan for liking the fact that I do day recaps, because if I can't tell everything to him, because I forget things and everything's insane all the time, he's grateful that he can hear my voice. Shout out to the rest of Duncan's family that's being intrigued by my journey and interested. You guys are great. Shout out to my uncle who subscribed. Shout out to my dad who subscribed. And anyone else who subscribed that you have your subscribe list private. I'm not meant to be sounding like a normal YouTube person right now. I'm just grateful for you guys, for the support, because I feel supported by just knowing that someone's watching the videos, and I'm not doing this for nothing, because then I do feel like I'm talking to you and not myself. Word vomit over. I wasn't planning on taking a nap today. I think I might have to. or at least sit and like read or something for a little bit. Maybe listen to some English worship music so I can feel a little bit more calm. But as I like to say, I love you guys, all of you. Even if I don't know your name and you are only meeting me for the first time in these videos, I love all of you. And I will talk to you later. And if I don't talk to you later, I love you anyways. I'm gonna get a better outro, but it's gonna be something like that every time, because I think that's cute. Do you think it's cute? You know, if you want to leave a comment, that'd be great. I'd feel a little less like I'm insane for doing this. So thank you for those who text me. That is also appreciated. I care about the human contact, not views or numbers of comments or likes or anything. I literally just care about the human contact. I have a lot of human contact. I've done a lot today. I'm gonna shut up. I love you. Maybe talk to you later, and if not, I love you anyways. Peace. Okay. Well, it is a very busy time out right now, but I did a thing. I walked all the way to 7-Eleven. I wanted to film this more outside, but I had to be very cautious of all the people walking. I have to find my keys. Give me a second. Maybe I should just film this inside. It started raining a little bit. No, Lydia, make this 10 times more difficult on yourself. Alright, whatever. I'm inside now. I made it 10 times more difficult on myself than I had to be. I literally had to sit on the ground and pull out everything from my bag. I'm gonna be cute. If you can see the mess that is my room, don't comment on it. We don't comment on the mess that is Lydia's room. Okay. I don't know where to set you. I went to 7-Eleven. Kind of started raining. It's a very fast, easy walk, maybe 10 minutes max, depending on your pace. My watch did not record it, which is fine. But it was like, according to Google, when I searched it about it, 600, 500. Oh my god. 600 to 500 meter walk, whatever, which means it was like 1,000 or 1,200, which means close to a mile, I think. Anyways, things I got. This tea. I don't remember what tea I got last time. I'm hoping this has lemon in it. I just was intrigued and wanted something. Yeah, that's good. You guys know I don't really like tea. And then I also got onigiri, because obviously this is salmon with spicy sauce. Oh, I'm so excited for salmon with spicy sauce. And then I got this burger guy, chicken steak burger. All of this was probably more expensive than I should have paid for dinner, but by that I mean it was 95 baht, which is 33 is $1, so less than $3. Oh my god, my air conditioner, it's hot in here. I didn't turn my air conditioner on, is what I'm saying. And then I also got 3 sauces. I got a tomato sauce, mayonnaise, and chili sauce. She was like, "Do you want sauce?" I didn't understand. She held up the packets. I said yes. My favorite thing about doing this is, like, you might think, you know, I'm over here like, you know that phrase, it's like, if you're scared, do it scared. That's my entire mentality right now, which is funny because you might say, Lydia, you've traveled to 10 different countries, of most which you can't speak their native language. You would think I would be better at this by now, and that I am better about it. Because if this was like, well, not 2 years ago, because I went to 7-Elevens all the time when I was sick in Chiang Mai because I was just dying and desperate. But if this was like even 3 years ago, even after Germany, maybe, well, maybe not. I don't know. I will say, if this was like a year ago, I don't know if I would have been like okay enough to be doing. Like, I think I would have just sat and starved. So, we're all very proud of Lydia, including me. I'm proud of myself. I need air circulation more than I need cool air blowing. I think there is a fan in here. But yeah, this are the vibes. I don't know if I feel like eating on camera today, to be honest with you, because, you know, I've had all these things before, so it's not a new experience. Besides this lemonade, this tea. I'm still not positive what to do with trash. I will have to ask Robert and Jane about that. But the positive note, I now have a bag, an extra bag, and also the bag, oh, hold on, check this. Yes, I'm wearing the pants that I traveled in, but it's because I wanted to wear them for like 0.2 seconds outside, and I didn't want to wear a skirt. Look at my bag that I bought for myself in the Japan airport, to say I existed in Japan. But I got a bag to put my bag in, as in I got a, hold on, this bag. It's also holding Bits and Duncan's gifts in there, but I got that bag, and that can also be a trash bag, and so can my Apple bag. So I am having extra bags. The issue is I don't know what to do with the bags once I'm done with them. Love ya, and if I don't talk to you later, love you anyways. Okay, so it was cute earlier, and I can't figure out what I said to make it cute. Whatever. Bye. May the Lord bless you and keep you. It's raining. I'll see it or not. But yeah, it's quite loud. You know, it's kind of funny how, you know, as a foreigner, as a white-skinned person in Thailand, you automatically stick out just that much, you know? As in short female for US standards, I'm 5'2". Average height is 5'4" for a woman, my age. I'm 5'2". I am the same height and taller than a lot of people. I was standing there today at one point and I was like, I feel like I stick out more than usual. Why is that? I know I'm white. And I was like, well, I'm actually taller than a lot of people here at church. Yeah, that was an interesting experience. Anyways, just thought I would share that, and also the rain. It is, midday. I look like a total mess. Probably get ready and go out in a minute and just, like, do whatever, but, I, found a potential roommate option, which is great. I don't know if she is currently living in a place where she needs a roommate or if she is looking to live somewhere else with a roommate, but either way, yeah, that's happening. I woke up at 3 a.m. and could not go back to sleep, so, here we are. But I just wanted to give a little update for today, and hopefully have a better update, later, and a good one after dinner. Hopefully we get along. Alright, I'm about to go out I'm gonna walk to a smaller grocery store of sorts, see if it's even open. I don't know. I mean, it's a Monday, I assume it is, but I don't know. But, Jan told me about a day one, and it's, like, not that far of a walk, and I was like, well, you know what? Get my walk in. 1, 2, go see what it's like, what's in there, what's about, you know. See if there's anything of the things that I don't have that I could maybe get there. Maybe pick up some more food of some sorts. Yeah. But I had this weird realization, and I'm probably going to write on the blog about it later. Or even a poem about it, who knows. But I had this weird realization. I love this eyeliner so much. But fun fact about this eyeliner, it's Maybelline Hyper Precise All Day. This was the first liquid eyeliner that I ever bought, ever purchased, ever used on my own. I bought this in Leipzig, Germany, when we were going to the Leipzig Philharmonic Orchestra. Over 3 years ago. This thing has not run out. I've been using this daily, for almost daily at this point, for so long now. I didn't use it a lot the very first year I had it. I didn't use it, like, while I was in Cambodia. But, like, my least final year of college, this whole past year working at Scooters, like, this thing has been used, let me tell you. I'm so good at putting this on, like, this took me 2 seconds to put on. I literally go shoop, shoop, right? People see me put on my eyeliner and they're like, what the freak? And, like, a year ago, I was like, I'm kind of getting worried. Well, one, I couldn't find it anywhere in the store. And I was like, oh my god, it's because it's German. No. Well, it's Maybelline, it's not German. You know what I'm trying to say. I can find it in America. I was so worried, but I found that it comes in a different packaging, and I was so worried a year ago that it was going to start running out, because I thought it was, that I bought a different one. Obviously, I brought it with me. And I, for like half a year now, have been carrying this one around with me. It's got a different look. I've been carrying this one around with me because I'm like, oh my gosh, if this one runs out on trip, like, I'm gonna be really sad. I really like my freaking eyeliner. So I've been carrying that around with me for half a year. This thing is still going strong. This thing is almost as international as I am. I can't remember if I brought it to Cambodia. It would not make sense if I did. Unless I brought it specifically for when I visited the university, but I can't remember. And I kind of mentally blocked out all of that time of my life. This thing is almost as international as I am. It goes everywhere with me. It literally goes everywhere with me. And I'm sitting here, like, putting it on, and I'm like, wow. Like, this guy has been with me through so much. And it's just crazy. It's also crazy in an over-consuming world how I've been using the same black eyeliner when there's been so many others and all that stuff, but this is my black liquid eyeliner, and I love her, and I've been using her for 3 years, and I'm sure she has a expiration date of 6 months. We don't believe in that here, because no, I'm chilling. But yeah, I love her to death, and she's been by my side through a lot, and she helps me feel normal. And while this one doesn't have as great of a grip, shape, and all that stuff, at least I have it, because that one will I almost want to say hopefully run out in the next 3 years, but that one will almost assuredly run out in the next 3 years. So when it does, I have backup. I did think ahead. Anyways, I'm going to stop procrastinating going out. I'm just going to do it. There's nothing scary outside. I've done it a million times already. Just gonna go outside. Love you guys. Talk to you later. And, yeah. took the more circuitous route to get back, or to get to the Lotus place. The other way was a slightly larger road than I was willing to take, but it is a decent walk. I think I've been walking for, I've generally walked for a mile. I try to trust myself over, hold on. I tried to trust myself over Google and pick a quicker route, and then Google was like, I took you this way for a reason. Literally cannot go in this area even though I say it's a road. And I'm like, oh. Right, anyways, so it's a roundabout. So I've only been walking for over an hour. Or not an hour, a mile. I'd say it takes it's about a mile, probably a little over to get there and back, because I just hit a mile and I started the other trip about halfway through my walk. And now I am back home for now. Alright, so I went to the local place, blah blah blah. I told you all that. It is, oh no. I tried. This will stay better. It is quite warm outside. Not gonna lie. But with the right clothes, it's okay. That being said, with the backpack, it will suck. But, as long as I don't go to a grocery store with a backpack on, unless, like, I'm in desperate need to, I'll be fine. Those are my sunglasses. I could put a hat on if I wanted to, but shall it be purple? But I didn't. I acquired bowls. There's 4 of them. Do I need 4 of them? Probably not, but I acquired bowls. I also acquired, you'll find this funny if you know me at all, silverware set. Reusable. Still have a knife with it, but it's a fork and spoon and chopsticks, and it comes in a little case, which is really convenient. The funny thing about it is that it's chromey themed, and if you know me, I don't really care for chromey at all, but now I have these, which is really convenient. They're very kid-coded. But I thought the case was convenient for me, and the fact that there's chopsticks and a spoon. I promise I know how to use chopsticks, guys. There's a chopsticks and spoons and a fork. It was really convenient for the state that I'm in right now. So this is where we're at. And if these last long enough to make it back home, maybe I'll just get them tan. I got some more yogurt because I'm on, I think, my last one now. This is mixed fruit. There's pictures of pineapple and lychee. I hope there's not corn in it. I learned recently that corn is considered a sweet thing, and there's a set of those yogurts that have corn and like cereal nut or something in it. I don't know, but I was like, maybe not gonna try that one for a while. Anyways, but I did venture out and didn't get strawberry. I tried something new. Yes. And then I also got this green tea, honey lemon. This was the last one. It was like the Lipton one. I'm hoping this one's closer to the one I had last time. That one's fine. I just hope this one's better. And then I got some more onigiri because I have no food and I'm hungry. So, onigiri. Lydia, you should have gotten something for dinner. I have dinner plans. Thank you. Anyways, love you guys. That was actually a terrible heart. Alright, I am about to go head off to dinner to meet a potential roommate situation. How exciting, how nerve-wracking. And yeah, I'll catch you on the flip side. I'll keep you guys updated, as you know. I had a weird realization. I was like, okay, she wouldn't be inviting me over for dinner if she didn't have enough utensils for the both of us. But like, if I had someone over, one of us would be using a fork and one of us would be using a spoon type situation, you know? So I was like, do I need to add mine to my bag? I don't know, but I do it anyways, of course, because I'm me. Anyways. Love you. Did you see me have a glitch there, trying to figure out what hand sign to do? Guys, I'm getting rained on, but most of what you're seeing overhead is bugs on these freaking lights. Oh my god. What the flip? This is the worst. I wasn't even gonna record on the way home, but I just had to show you this. Anyways, okay, they're starting to thin out now that the lights aren't so close together. Oh, there's still more. Oh, a lizard. Oh, 2 lizards. I'm doing okay. It'll be dark outside. So many bugs. Okay. Okay. About to get real dark real soon. You might not be able to see me. But talk with that girl went well. It would not be an immediate... I really want to know what that is. Anyone else know what those animals are? Maybe... frogs? I saw a dead frog today. This rain honestly feels kind of nice. Yeah, that talk with her went really well. Not an immediate solution to my needs, but a potential year solution coming up. I think that we mesh pretty well together. She's more introverted. I can be both. She likes hosting people. I like hosting people. We're both looking for within walking distance and not on the expensive side. So, you know. Yeah. She's also on the translation track, I believe. But yeah, so very exciting things. Your girl is making progress and settling down because also she is going to be traveling soon. And so she said something about, like, in the next 2 weeks, she was talking about finding, like, going out and finding a place, like, looking at places to live. Because her current place is a 1-bedroom situation. Hold on, give me a second. Sorry, I hesitated there because I thought I was in the wrong place for a second. But I'm not. I'm in the right place. I think I'm in the right place. Give me 1 moment. The answer is that I turned a smidgen too early. As in, it's kind of not a roundabout exactly, but like a square of roads. And I just turned one early. Not really lost, but I was like, this isn't familiar. Anyways, I have enough of a sense of direction. I can figure it out. I don't remember what I was saying. Oh yes, but the nice thing about this girl is that she is she's about to be leaving in a couple weeks for traveling, and so she is going to be before her lease is going to be up, like as she's coming back, her year lease, and so she's going to be looking for places. She was looking for 2-person places and stuff like that, and she was like, yeah, like, we can totally go look at places together, which is great because maybe I can also look for less permanent housing. She also said that there's apparently, like, you can sub-rent or whatever, sublease, sublet, I don't know. But and that she thinks there's a different girl coming for the summer program that might be doing that with her apartment, but that's not confirmed. So maybe if it's confirmed that she won't be doing that, I could maybe do that. Wait, I can hope. Anyways, sorry, there's a guy walking and I don't want to accidentally record him. I also don't know if I'm speaking that loud because I don't want to be disrupted. Also, it was just a really busy part of the road for a second. But yeah, I'm basically home. And feeling much better about everything because Hannah was all like, you know, what? Another lizard. Hannah was, you know, saying all this stuff about helping me settle in and reaching out if I need anything and all of that. So, got another person in my pocket as a resource, if nothing else, because she seems awesome. Okay. I'd like to say this is my third time trying to film this. I filmed it the first time, stuttered like crazy. Second time, didn't hit record. Realized this is the next day, by the way. This is like 6 p.m. Tomorrow for the video. Anyways, I realized, like, I've lived a whole day. I have made videos for the next video already, but I didn't make a concluding thing that I made it home. I didn't even say goodbye. I didn't say anything. But all I'm gonna say is that I know I'll talk to you later, because I'll talk to you in the next video. I'm not gonna talk to you anymore in this video. And I just wanted to say that last night left me feeling a little more hopeful, a little more like I got a grasp on things, like I can figure things out. I don't feel as, like, you know, abandoned. Abandoned's the wrong word. I don't feel abandoned by anything. I just feel there's not a good word for me for how I'm feeling. But hopeful is there, and that's important. But yeah, I will talk to you in the next video. Feel free to reach out to me. I'm basically always free right now until school starts. Yeah. Love you guys.